Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Pastor Steve. I'm so glad that you're joining with me as we take 6 weeks during Lent to reorient our life towards God and towards other people. So hopefully then at the end of this, we can live for God, love our neighbors, and lead people to Christ better than we were before. And so we've been looking at 2 habits so far in the past 2 weeks. One of them was to reorient our life to God by focusing on reading His Word before we receive any information from anything else. Before we grab our phone for the day, before we turn on the news, before we flip on the radio and listen to what's going on. We listen to God, we read God's Word, and we listen to what He says. We've been going through the book of John together as we do that. The other way that we've been reorienting our life is towards people, and we focused in on pushing back on that COVID isolation that we've been experiencing and reaching out to one person for an hour-long conversation once every week. Well, this week, as we consider another habit to have in our life, it's really the habit of prayer. For perhaps many of us, we desire to pray more. We hope to pray more, and it can maybe be hard to find time in our schedule. Or maybe it's not time, it's just remembering to sit down and pray. And we can use other habits in our life to give us that time, to give us that reminder. Everybody gets up in the morning, everybody goes to sleep at night, everybody eats probably 3 times a day. And you can use those opportunities as cues for you to pray. And they don't have to be huge, long prayers. It doesn't have to mean you sit down for 30 minutes. That's great if that's a part of your life. But in reality, you can have a simple, small prayer that helps frame your day in love, as Justin Early says in his book, which has been guiding some of the practices. It's the common rule is what we've been looking at. Prayer is a way where we orient each and every day of our life towards God. It's how we perhaps recognize that each and every day is an act of worship. And Justin gives some examples of ways that we can frame our day in prayer. He uses the morning and midday and bedtime as opportunities that we could pray. So hear these prayers. Maybe this would spark words you have for your life as you reorient your life to God through prayer. Spirit, I was made for your presence. May this day be one I spend with you in all I do, or in the middle of the day. I was made to join your work in the world. Please order the rest of my day in love for the people that you have given me to serve, or even at bedtime. Father, I was made to rest in your love. May my body rest in sleep, and may my mind rest in your love. Short prayers, but powerful to reorient our lives. The morning, the noon, and the night, as opportunities to realize that we are living acts of worship to God as we interact with people, as God brings things into our schedule, and as we rest in His presence at night. Look forward to seeing you next week.